Just in time versus just in case learning. Today I'm really excited to share with you guys a topic that I've been thinking about for years, about how I approach challenges without spending a lot of time on things that I'll never need to know. I want to share a quick story with you guys. My brother Pierre, when he, I think he was like 25, 26 years old, he came to me. He was a mechanic that just quit his job. And we had a quick chat about kind of what he wanted to do with his life and his purpose. And he said he really loved to build homes. He had just finished helping his friend build their house. And he thought, if I could start a company building homes for other people, it would just be a really amazing thing to work on. And I said, awesome, let's do it. And the first thing he said was like, I don't know how to build homes. And that was the moment I realized. I said, good, because no entrepreneur knows how to do anything the first time they do it. That's the whole point of entrepreneuring, is creating, is becoming a creator. But what I realize is that there's an approach to doing it that will reduce the anxiety, and it's really about just in time versus just in case learning. So the first thing I want to share with you, I've got 3 bullets on this. One is really about researching things quickly, researching topics quickly, and here's a strategy for me and how I do it. So if I'm about to embark, let's call it Facebook ads. It's something I've been doing for years, but if I was just about to start doing Facebook ads, what I would do is I would hire somebody on Odesk or Elance or whatever site you want to choose for outsourcing and have them go research the top material, bring it together, put it in a format that I can digest, and it's really having somebody else in real time, just in time, go out to the world, Google, research, filter, and find the best stuff, bring it back, and then you can consume that. So it's kind of like, what's the public information out there on this topic, filtered through an individual, and brought back in a format that allow you to scan and really understand the conversation, the language, the words they use, how they describe things. What are the 1% tweaks that'll really get me the most out of, in this case, Facebook marketing? So that's one. 2 is consuming all the books on the topic. Well, not all of them. Let's call it the top 3 to 5. Now, here's where things are different from most people the way they read books. I don't read a book from beginning to end. I actually think that would make no sense. And a lot of this is probably predicated on my experience going through basic education and schooling. It's why I don't believe in just teaching me things that I'll never know how to use, nor reading a book from beginning to end, because it's not the way my brain works. What I do instead is I'll go online, I'll research the top 3 to 5 books on a topic, again, in this case, Facebook marketing, and then I'll scan the table of contents, and I'll dive into an area that's really fascinating. Maybe I'll see a chapter on something I've never heard of, like dark posts. Well, what's a dark post? And I'll dive into that. And then I'll look at other books, and I'll look at the table of contents, and I'll dive into different chapters. Now, many times, 20, 30% of the times, I will end up reading the whole book. But the goal is to look at 3 to 5 different bodies of knowledge and meaty books. I call books kind of the organic food of education, and blogs and magazines kind of the fast food of learning, right? You want to dive into some really deep and in-depth bodies of knowledge of content around a topic, and then try to learn the things based on the chapters that are interesting to you. So you've got the research, you've got the books. And then the third thing that you want to get right for just in time versus just in case is mentors and advisors, or really your peer group, other people that have accomplished this. So when I try to embark on a new project, a new company, I've started 5 companies now, and every time I've started those companies, what I do day one is I make a list of potentially 100 people that could support me in this initiative. And I call it the Dream 100 list. These are people that have been there, done it before. And what I'll do is I'll get the research, I'll read the books, and then when I circle back to talk to these potential advisors or mentors or even my peer group, I have a language that they understand. It's a common language because I did my homework, I researched it, and we're talking weeks. Like, I really believe you can go from not having a clue how to build a home, in my brother's case, to becoming pretty proficient in about 3 to 4 weeks. And the reason why is a lot of people have 25 years of 1-year experience. They don't have 25 years of compounded experience, and every year they pushed and they learned and they grew. And that's the difference between just in time versus just in case. A lot of people learn information, so they're studied, but they forget most of it. It's not relevant. They're not thinking about it when they're working through their day, when they're working on a project. And to me, being able to consume the information just for the moment that you need it for what you're working on, and bringing people around to verify, to kind of look at your plan to make sure you're on point, is how you will build a successful business and truly a better life. Instead of spending all your time consuming information that you may never use, you can quickly build a process like I shared with you right now to ramp up, learn, and educate yourself when you need it versus just in case. So that's what I want to share with you guys. I want to hear from you below. I also want to ask you to like this video, but below leave a comment, let me know what new topic or topic are you working on now that you've applied kind of this concept of just in time, right? Where you said, I'm going to go do this thing. You decided to take the action, but now is the time to learn it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you below. I want to challenge you guys to live a bigger life and a bigger business, and I'll see you next Monday.